Let's eat. Carnell Allen 7159, thank you for your comment. This is what Carnell Allen comment to the video called 10 Commandments Only for Israel, question mark. If you have not seen that video, check it out. Okay, so this is what Carnell Allen said. Sir, keeping God's commandments meant keeping it perfectly. That's why scriptures clearly teach only Christ kept the law. Carnell Allen, you are right. You are correct. Keeping the commandments does mean keeping them perfectly. But did you know that Jesus calls us to be perfect? Did you know? Look at Matthew chapter 5, verse 48. I'm going to read in the New American Standard Bible, 1995. Therefore, you are to be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. That's a command from Jesus. He's calling us to be perfect like our heavenly Father. What does he mean by be perfect like your Father? What does he mean by be perfect? Okay, we will understand exactly what Jesus meant or what he means when we read verse 48 in its context. Remember, context is king. Okay, the immediate context of verse 48 starts at verse 43. And I'm going to read through and I'll explain. You have heard that it had been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. This is Jesus talking. But I say unto you, love. Okay, love is the key word here to understand what Jesus meant by being perfect. But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be children of your Father which is in heaven. For he makes his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust. Verse 46. For if you love them which love you, what reward have you? Do not even the publicans do the same? Verse 47. And if you salute your brethren only, what do you more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So what does Jesus mean by be perfect like your Father in heaven? He meant that we are to love like our Father in heaven. Love our enemies as our Father in heaven loves his enemies. Those who don't love God, he loves them. God does good both to the evil and the good, so we should be the same, to love like our Father in heaven. Love both the evil and the good, to do good to both the just and the unjust, like our Father in heaven, who blesses both the good and the bad with sunshine and rain. So what does Jesus mean by being perfect like the Father? He meant to be loving and merciful like our Father in heaven. Jesus did not say you got to be perfect commandment keeping, say it like a sinless, right? Perfect sinless commandment keeping. No. He said you got to love completely like our Father in heaven.